If I go downstairs right now, there's a couple babies walking about. My parents, both healthy, alhamdulillah, they're doing their thing. And, so many people in the world would wish to have this. And I'm so, so blessed. Alhamdulillah, like every time, I'm so blessed. But this ain't always the best thing for you. Yeah. When you have everything, it's not always the best. Sometimes you need to go and you need to get out. Yeah. Being at home is comfortable. It's very comfortable. And I want to make this point very clear. Like, I am someone who actually has I'm going to say Alhamdulillah again, but I have a very blessed household. Okay. But when you're in a place where it's too comfortable, it can be, mentally, it can be stagnating for you. What I mean by that is when you are at home all the time. For example, I film right here, I work right here, I play PlayStation right here, I sleep right here. Sometimes, bro, somehow I got a mini fridge here, yeah. I didn't pay for that one, by the way, but still, I've got a mini fridge, yeah. I could eat from here, yeah. Bro, I can do everything from here. I've got dumbbells and a flipping gym bench off TikTok shop. I can do everything from here. I'm gonna say Alhamdulillah again. I'm so 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 blessed. Like every day is I'm you have to really be grateful of everything that you have in life, whether you got this or you don't have this, but whatever. I don't need to really go out. I can make content, yeah, get paid and stay in this room. Like, I don't need to leave. So why am I saying, leave? Because even then, if I want to eat some food, I'll go downstairs. Mom can chef up some food or something. Spend some time with the babies, my sister's kids, my nephew and niece. I can go spend some time with them. But why am I saying, basically it's not good enough? I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's not good enough, but sometimes you need to live out. Yeah. Now I dropped out of university a few years ago. Yeah. When it was university times, I went for a few months and dropped out. And what happened was I was always working. What I basically just described to you, I was always at home. And because I didn't go to university and I didn't work a normal job, I was at home a lot and I missed out on so much. I feel like I was mentally stagnating. And then when I spent a year living out of the UK, it completely changed my life. I saw a different side of the world. And my mum was always telling me, go out and travel. And I always used to think to myself, yeah, but that's a cost, man. Honestly, it costs and it's expensive. But yes, things can cost, but just the experience of going out there, you don't have to do things crazy expensive. Like, you can go to somewhere like flipping Barcelona from the UK for like £20 a ticket. I'm pretty sure it's cheaper to go to Barcelona than it is to go from London to flipping Scotland or Birmingham or something. Like, these flight prices didn't make sense. But if you are able to, especially if you go with like some friends or something, but if you go to another country and experience life, you'll see so many different sides of the world that, like, it will just teach you so much. It will teach you about how other people are, and it will teach you how to be grateful. It will teach you how to survive by yourself. It'll make you feel grateful again. For example, in the UK, we're used to seeing things like, if I go to my local shopping centre, let's just say Croydon, for example, South London, I might think to myself like, yo, this place is done out here. This place it's just looking cooked. It's rubbish these days, yeah. But when I went to Pakistan this year for the first time in my life, basically, I saw how, like, they don't have all of those things there. I remember going to a wedding, and on the way to the wedding, where I stay is like in a normal place in Pakistan, yeah, but we were going to the Bind, the village, yeah. And as I was driving to the village, I literally saw people alongside like the motorway kind of, but I saw people living, like, bro, in straw houses, like village huts, like, like typical, you know, when you think of a poor country they're living in. Bro, what's that flipping? I might puff and I'll blow your house down kind of yard. Like, bro, there were houses and they were literally living. Bro, I was looking at that thinking, what the hell is, bro, are you telling me that I don't really complain in it, but are you telling me that, like, a lot of us in the UK, yeah, I dropped my mic, a lot of us in the UK can complain about little small things, and these men are living in actual huts. Like, you can see the straw and whatever you call it, like, it's just made out of, it just looks like you could push it and the house will go down. And when I saw that, I was actually gobsmacked. I actually saw that with my own eyes for the first time, and it was insane. And yeah, just these different things, they can really like show you, and they can show you like how bad it can be in terms of being in poverty, and it can also show you how good it can be, you know. I'll say this 1,000 times here. Honestly, you long-term subscribers, if I say it too much, actually, please just tell me in it. But I always talk about this because it's just such a big part of my life. But last year, I was in Dubai. I lived in Dubai. And that showed me wealth. That showed me true wealth. I met billionaires for the first time. I realized that making $1 million a month, for example, is not actually as impossible as it seems. I used to be so like I'm not materialistic, but I used to be so like not really caring for money. You know, if you asked me 5 years ago, do you want to be a millionaire? I'll probably say yes, but I didn't really care. I would have given you that answer like, oh, I just want to have enough so I'm comfortable. But bro, I learned how making money is like a video game, and if you just tweak a few things in your business, then you can go from 2K to flipping, you know, 1 million if you just do a few things like this. And I learned this by being with different people in different environments, different climates. Like, you know, the people that were over there compared to the people in the UK, different conversations, different vibe. And then when I went to Pakistan, it's different. And then when I went to New York, it's different. So it really does open your eyes to life, basically. And another thing as well, that if you're in your 20s, you know, I'm literally mid-20s, if you're in your 20s and you ain't got no kids, your job ain't too demanding in terms of you need to be there. And even if it is, I'll be so real, bro, now is a time when you're in your 20s to do whatever the hell you want to do, because there's gonna come a time that you won't even have a choice. Yeah, I started getting into running at the start of the year a little bit, and my main reasoning was because one, I quite like the idea of just being able to run and move fast. Like, bro, there's gonna come a time where you won't be able to run anymore. You literally won't be able to run anymore. So I want to stay fit and do these things. And same with traveling. Like, there's gonna come a time where you got kids and you can't even do activities. You can't even fly whenever you want. Alhamdulillah, again, like this video is just me realizing how blessed I am. But I'm not saying I've got bare bread, I can do whatever I want. But if I wanted to right now, get up and fly somewhere tonight and just work from my laptop, if I wanted to, I could. And there's gonna come a time when you have a wife and kids that, you know, you're not gonna be able to always do that. So you could do so much, then like you could do more than you realize, is the point of what I'm trying to say. Like, you could literally go and live in another country for 3 months and then come back and then nothing's changed in terms of like in a good way. I mean, you could go for 3 months and when you come back, it's not going to be the end of the world. Like, you can think to yourself right now, if I said to you, yo, why don't you go live in Thailand for a month or 2 months, live kind of cheap, experience life a little bit, live in a hot country, see what it's like. You might be like, yo, 2 months, that's crazy. But bro, when you hear about people's success stories, sometimes I'll say crazy stuff like, yo, so when I was 20, I lived in this country for 2 years, then I did this in America, then I did that. And when they're talking about their life experiences retrospectively, like when they're talking about it like now, they will just brush over it. Like, oh yeah, I was in Thailand for 2 years, I was in Dubai for 2 years. But it's like, bro, right now we're thinking 2 years, that's crazy. But you can go there, come back, and it's calm. You just learn a bit of life and you're back to like, nothing would have changed too much, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So don't think that going somewhere else is such a big thing. Like, bro, you can go somewhere for 2 years and still come back and there's still going to be people in the same position. Or like, bro, all I'm trying to say is now is the time to take risks. Yeah, just do it, because there's going to come a time where you can't. And when you're at home all the time, it's very blessed. And again, I was away for a whole year and I really missed my family. I was on the phone to them like every single day. And now I'm so glad that I'm actually able to be back. And I do like being here. That's partially the reason why I'm actually still here. But the flexibility of being able to travel whenever you want, go places like, for example, me, I go up to Birmingham quite a lot because I've got friends there and I do a bit of work there. And I like to go, I like to be out of the home. I like to be out of my comfort zone and going somewhere where I'm not too familiar with. So I really do think it's important. And yeah, man, just take risks because being at home with your parents, it's amazing and it's a blessing. And, you know, your time with your family is limited as well. Nothing lasts forever. However, you know, sometimes you just got to put yourself first in a situation and be like, listen, if you want to grow, you have to do what's best for you. And yeah, man, if that means travel, live out for a bit, go 6 months, bruv, why not, man? If you could do this right now, some people watching this, you know, if you ain't got any responsibilities, bro, go live in flipping Thailand, go back to your home country for a few months, go somewhere that you've never been before, travel for a little bit, find a way to make a bit of money. Obviously, that's the hard part, but, you know, find a way to have some money coming in and just do it for a bit. What's the worst that can happen? But anyways, listen, posting daily on this channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of them things there, and I'll see you in the next one. Love.